Hello ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here for Digital Dojos, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the iPhone 6s and the iPad Air 2nd generation. So I think it's fair to say that I've been an iPhone user for quite a long time. It literally is the platform that I use day to day in cooperation with Mac OS X to get the work that I do done. It literally makes my job possible. That being said, I've been on my iPhone 5s for quite some time, and this contract has been expired for months now, so I've been running without a smartphone for almost a year now, and that's all about to change. So today I made the leap to upgrade over to the iPhone 6s, and in typical tech fashion, doing the classic unboxing video, even though, to be honest, this was unboxed earlier, and as you can tell, nothing is in the box. Reason being, they had to activate the phone. However, as you can see it right here, it's still in its plastic and all of that. So it's sort of like the first time. Anyways, as you can see here, this is the iPhone 6s. This is the gold 64GB edition because the 16GB model really just doesn't make sense on a phone like this, especially when it's shooting 4K. So that satisfying pulling of the plastic all the way around, and here we have it, my iPhone 6s. So here it is, as you can see here in all its glory. It's a phone. It's exactly what you expected. In the actual box for the iPhone, you get your typical accessories, your what are they called, the Apple EarPods or whatever, the AC adapter, and your classic lightning connector. So nothing too crazy, and under that are just manuals, stickers, I believe, or if they even incorporate stickers anymore. So that is my new 6s. And aside from that, I also picked up, originally I picked this up, or I wasn't intending to pick this up, but this is the iPad Air 2nd generation. So I was originally looking for a mini, but decided to go with the Air because it's all they had available, and then a pretty good deal with it, and as you can guess, gold as well. So this is the iPad Air 2nd generation cellular and Wi-Fi model. So I have a shared plan between my phone and my tablet, and as you can see here, go ahead and pull the plastic. Here it is, the all-new iPad Air 2nd generation, and that is a beauty in itself. A screen, whoops, I just knocked the corner already on my microphone. But you can see it right here, Retina display. Now the last iPad I had was the iPad 3rd generation, and before that I still have my iPad 1st generation, so it's going to be a big leap, obviously. So here it is, gold, and underneath that you'll have your pamphlets, typical paperwork, your lightning connector, and your AC connector. So that being said, let's talk a little bit about my first thoughts regarding the device, because you guys already knew exactly what was in here. So let's start off with the iPhone 6s. This is a pretty big leap for me, considering I'm coming from the 5s. First impression-wise, I think I'm really excited for the the implementation of 3D Touch as time develops, as apps and developers begin to update their apps to support that. I'm super impressed by the wicked fast Touch ID. That's really great. There's just a lot of great things to get used to, and a lot of new things, again, coming from an older device that I'm just really excited to take advantage of, from the camera and the 4K shooting. The 64 gig model is perfect for me because, like I said, it sits perfectly in the middle of 128 and 16, which I think 16 is should be obsolete and be eradicated from their lineup. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this as my daily driver and working on the 4G network and all of that. So obviously, without having used it too much yet, I can't give you an in-depth thought process and review. We'll wait for that time to come. But I am excited about using that 6s as my daily driver. Next up, the iPad Air 2nd generation, which is now ruined because I got my grubby fingerprints on it. I've been meaning to get a tablet, and it just so happened that this deal coincided with me getting my phone. I've been wanting a tablet for a while, but honestly, I really wanted to go for the iPad mini 4th generation to try out that form factor, see how I like that. But I don't mind selling for the iPad Air. It turns out they were out of stock for the iPad mini 4th gen. So the iPad Air 2nd generation, super powerful. If anything, I'm more excited about the iPad than the phone, actually, because of how great iOS 9 is on the iPad with the multitasking and all the new features, split screen view. And the iPad Air 2 has all the hardware to take advantage of that. So I'm going to be downloading a ton of apps. after I finish this video for both the iPad and the iPhone. There's a lot of stuff to get used to in iOS 9. Some things I'm a fan of, some things I'm not, being a jailbroken user. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, I am excited for using both these devices all on the new hardware. Both support with Touch ID, which I'm a huge fan of. And yeah, I think they'll implement well into my workflow. All right, so I want to give some closing thoughts to all of this. So you've seen the classic unboxing, as all tech YouTubers have done for years now. You've seen the impressions and thoughts. For me, when I started out doing these technology videos, whether it was this channel or my personal channel, which used to be my former technology channel, I always thought like I had to have the latest and greatest in technology. I had to have the latest phone. I had to have the latest computer. And I spent countless of dollars doing that, trust me. But nowadays, like I've grown to realize, like, if it works for me, it's efficient enough, I don't need to upgrade. I don't always need to upgrade. I don't always have to have the new 5K, 4K, whatever. Like, if it works for me, it works for me. Even if I had the money at the time to upgrade, again, I just, if whatever was currently working for me was fine, then and that's a hard thing to get over, because the thing is, like, when something comes out, it makes your thing look really like old or slow. You see everybody having it. Over time, you get used to that. Over time, you realize, like, hey, if you can make do with what you have, then by all means. And that's the thing with technology, guys, whether it's Android, iOS, Windows Phone, whatever, Mac, Linux, Windows, use what works best for you. At the end of the day, who cares what everybody else thinks is better or faster, because technology is always going to be evolving. Something's always going to be faster, better, all those great things in technology terms you can use. But if it works for you, then it works for you, and be happy with that. That being said, I also see these devices and things like these as investments. I really do. While I use them, for personal usage as well, majority of the time I'm using them for work-related things. I will not only make my money back that I spent to get each of these devices, but I will make a profit on top of that based off of these devices themselves because of my line of work and stuff like that. So I do see things like these as investments for me. But yeah. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm excited to make a lot of content. I'm coming on these devices or on iOS 9, covering all of that, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, and with that, I will catch you all in the next video.